Hare Krishna, kindly accept my humble obeisances. Welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. Her Grace Kalindi Mahisi will be giving the transcendental words of wisdom. Bhakta Ramesha Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Navamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada's quote by Sneha Barkal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam to all devotees. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. His Grace Shiksha Guru Rup Vilas Prabhu Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrand Ki Jai. Namamrita. Chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is more practical than chanting Omkara because one can do so without consideration of time and place. Narada Muni to King Yudhishthira. O dear, my dear king, in a sacred and holy place of pilgrimage, one should select a place in which to perform yoga. The place must be level and not too high or low. There, one should sit very comfortably, being steady and equipoised, keeping his body straight, and thus begin to chant Vedic Pranava. Here, the chanting of Omkara is recommended because in the beginning of transcendental realization, instead of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one should chant Omkara Pranava. There is no difference between the Hare Krishna mantra and Omkara, because both of them are sound representations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. In all Vedic literature, the sound vibration Omkara is the beginning. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The difference between chanting Omkara and chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is that the Hare Krishna mantra may be chanted without consideration of the place or the sitting arrangement recommended in the Bhagavad Gita 6.11. Suchau deshe paristapaya stiram asanam atmanah nati uchiratam nati nicham shailajina kushottaram. To practice yoga, one should go to a secluded place and should lay kusha grass on the ground and then cover it with deer skin and a soft cloth. The seat should neither be too high nor too low and should be situated in a sacred place. The Hare Krishna mantra may be chanted by anyone without consideration of the place or the how one sits. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has openly declared, Niyamitaha Smaranena Kalaha. In chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there are no particular injunctions regarding one's sitting place. The injunction Niyamitaha Smaranena Kalaha includes Desha, Kala, and Patra place, time, and individual. Therefore, anyone may chant the Hare Krishna mantra without consideration of the time and place. Especially in this age, Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to find suitable place according to the recommendations of the Bhagavad Gita. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra, however, may be chanted at any place and any time and thus will bring the results very quickly. Yet, even while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one may observe regulative principles. Thus, while sitting and chanting, one may keep his body straight and thus will help one in the chanting process. Otherwise, one may feel sleepy. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.15.31. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all devotees. Prabhupada quote, 29th January. These temples, they are just like oases in the desert for the conditioned souls to quench the thirst of their desire for real happiness. Letter to Krishna Dakshai, January 29, 1973. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की जय, जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय, मॉर्निंग अमृतवाणी प्रोग्राम की जय। In all Vedic literature, the sound vibration Omkara is the beginning. So one may chant Omkara in the beginning of the transcendental realization, while meditating or while performing yajnas. Example, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. But only Brahmanas were allowed to chant. Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Om both are sound incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord says, I am the syllable Om, Pranama. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra contains Om. Chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is more practical than chanting Omkara because Mahamantra can be chanted without consideration of time, place, sitting arrangement, and posture. To practice yoga meditation, one should go to sacred place, Tirathisthala. In India, transcendentalists leave home and reside in sacred places like Mathura, Vrindavan, Rishikesh, and Haridwar, where sacred rivers Ganga and Yamuna flow. But often this is not possible, especially for Westerners. Secondly, one has to lay kusha grass on the ground, then cover it with deer skin and a soft cloth. The seat should not neither be too high nor too low. Then yogi should sit on it very firmly, keeping his body straight, becoming steady, controlling mind, senses, and activities. Then, by fixing mind on one point, the Vedic pranama Om should be chanted. One should be free from desires and possessiveness. With restless senses, uncontrolled mind, one cannot practice meditation. It is very difficult to find a suitable place according to the recommendations of Bhagavad Gita. The so-called centers, yoga centers in big cities are successful in earning material benefits, but they are not suitable for actual practice of yoga. Anyone at any time, anywhere and at any time, we can meditate by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Niyamita Simrane Nakala. In Brahman Aradhya Purana, it is said that in this age of Kali, in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, people in general are short lived, slow in spiritual realization, always disturbed by various anxieties. Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagyahi Upadrita. So, the best means of spiritual realization is chanting of holy name of the Lord. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam. Kalau Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyata. Yet, one may observe regulator principles, four regulator principles that are prescribed, and one should keep his body straight while sitting and chanting to avoid sleepiness. Attentive chanting near Tulasi Maharani, Tulasi plant will be more beneficial. Once Haridas Thakur, Namacharya, while going to washroom, hold his tongue between his teeth, as his tongue has daily habit of chanting 3 lakh Nama. So he thought that tongue will chant in that impure place also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forbade him for doing so by saying that even that in washroom one can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Regarding Srila Prabhupada quote, this quote is from letter to Shirodakshai Mataji regarding seva and organization in temples. Srila Prabhupada says, temples must be organized as nicely as possible because they are just like oases in the desert where conditioned fallen souls can quench the thirst of their desire for real happiness because material sense gratification cannot provide us any real happiness. Material world itself is dukhalayam ashashvatam. Real happiness, real treasure is bhakti, and that we can have with the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bij. Without the temples, it's not possible. It is for bhakti in visiting temples, having sadhu sangha, taking darshan of the Lord, hearing katha, celebrating Lord's festivals, kirtana, honoring prasad, having association of devotees. Temples are the center point. Brahmana as well as Grasta, both can help and serve in the temple. Different people have different talents which may be used for the Krishna service. It is said if one have enough money, we should build temple instead of building hospital. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.